This is our second how-to from this practice, from the section 1.4 on factoring. This was the difference of perfect squares. Again, feel free to fast forward, pause it, rewind, whatever you need to. We're going to look at how these results were found. So I'm going to move over to the document camera for these. We got x squared minus 144, 49x squared minus 1, and 64x to the fourth minus 16x squared. One thing that I want to point out right away is that this method only works when it's subtraction, when it's a difference. And it also only works when the two terms are both perfect squares. So if you don't recognize your perfect squares, it makes it a little bit more challenging. That's one thing to kind of keep up with is your multiplication table, basically. What's 7 times 7? What's 4 times 4? What's 5 times 5? What's 6 times 6? So knowing those perfect squares, it speeds up the process. It makes things a lot less tedious. Looking at the first one, x squared is the same as x times x. 144 is the same as 12 times 12. So I'm going to do x plus 12 and x minus 12. That's it. That's how we do it. Just to FOIL it out and to prove it, I won't do this for all of them, but I'll do this for the first one. If you did distribute and you FOILed this out, you'd get x squared plus 12x minus 12x minus 144. 12x's minus 12x's adds to 0. And there's our original back again. So that's how we do it. Looking at the next one, some number squared is 49. Well, 7 times 7 is 49. Some number squared is x squared. X times x is x squared. Some number squared is 1. Now, it's kind of a tricky one, actually. It's 1. 1 times 1 is 1. And the conjugate of that would be 7x minus 1. And there we have it. We have the solution. For the bottom one here, we've got 64x to the fourth minus 16x squared. That's a little bit different because now we get this fourth in there. Luckily, everything still works out. Something times itself, something squared is 64. 8 times 8 is 64. Something times itself is x squared, which means x to the fourth. X squared times x squared is x to the fourth. So x squared times x squared, we could add the x's together, or the exponents together, and get x to the fourth. For the next part then, 16, 4 times 4 is 16. X times x is x squared. So we'd have 8x squared plus 4x, and we'd have 8x squared minus 4x. From there, that's where we get those answers.